This is the first time that Snow White has been on stage in South Africa, and the Joburg Ballet have made it count. Theatre director Sylvain Strike brings the drama, while stage designer Andrew Botha merges sweeping animation with live performance. Ian MacDonald has assembled an A-team.
There must be a certain amount of pressure bringing such a well-known classic to the stage as an artistic director.
I think just because it is a ballet and people seeing it interpreted in classical ballet, I think that's already going to be an added feature which is going to take it away from the movies and what we're seeing at the moment. I really wanted to make it quite scary. I think the Queen has a side to her that's quite manipulative and dark. Our forest people, and that's what we're calling them, our 7 forest people, the characters, have humour, but when you see them with their faces and that, it's quite intimidating from the front. Actually, the first time they put their masks on, I was a little bit, whoa, this is quite scary. But I think it's going to work, and the animation, which Andrew Botha has done, is a huge asset to the production, and I think that's what's making it different as well. We've tried to link animation, hard set on stage, and the dancers. So I'm very excited. I think there's some unique elements to it which audiences are going to love.
In ballet, there are no close-ups or dialogue to convey emotion or character. As ballet mistress Lauren Slade knows, everything is conveyed through movement and costume.
Lauren, I know costumes form a massive part of a production like this, and they go a long way to creating that magic on stage. They're kind of characters on their own.
Absolutely. So on the onset of this production, we had to come up with costumes that were going to help portray the characters. So we had to make sure that Snow White looked sickly sweet, that everyone was going to fall in love with her from the get-go. And this is Snow White's iconic dress that she wears all the way through Act 1. When she comes into counter with the animals and the huntsman, it's really beautiful, it's flowing, and when she turns, you get this very special glowing gold. So it's stunning, it's tightly tapered into the waist for all her partnering work that she does with the prince. And then the showstopper is when Snow White gets married. So
that's very ballet, huh?
Absolutely. This is your traditional ballet tutu, and being Snow White, we kept her tutu completely white with blue beads on it. So they look absolutely beautiful in it.
And so many different layers and textures, which is important when you're moving and it's catching the light, and it just aids the whole visual spectacle of everything.
Absolutely. I think this is what every little girl in the audience is waiting to see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know my 4-year-old niece is going to go crazy over this little outfit. Now, everyone would expect me to want to try on the prince's outfit, right?
Yes, absolutely, but you're not going to. You're going to be daring.
You know, that's like everyone wants to be the prince. It's more fun playing the bad guy.
Of course.
But there's no bad guy in this.
There's no bad guy.
So what's the alternative? What can I...
I'm afraid you're going to have to put the Queen's cape on.
Well, that won't fit me, so
no,
I guess
that's not going to make it.
The cape, it'll make me look thin, but it's not going to fit me. Is this the...
That's it.
Okay, help me out, chat. How do I make this look evil?
Let's put your arm
here. That's pretty cool, though.
Arm in there.
I'm going to tear this thing, though.
I think it might not fit. We'll try.
I think my measurements...
Oh, no, there we go. Push.
I think my measurements are slightly bigger than the Queen.
But it's not finished yet. Let's put that up.
Ah, you got that ready, right?
Now you're complete. Absolutely.
Ooh, what do you think? Check it out.
Sequin suits you.
Eh?
Yeah, I think you can make it work.
Too small. You know, that's all that's left now to do is the evil laugh.
Go for it.
Jonathan was competing with senior soloist Kitty Phetla, who brings great presence and just enough menace to the part.
Kitty, you play the evil queen. It's more fun playing the villain, right?
Yes, it is a lot of fun sometimes. Yeah, because it takes a lot more out of you, you know. Generally, it's a very difficult role, stamina-wise as well. But other than that, being the villain, you're quite right, it's quite fun. You know, it's like being a Sasha Fierce in some way, you know, so yeah.
You've got this really awesome solo where we see the apple for the first time. So as a performer, it must be really special to get those moments.
Yeah, that's a very difficult solo. When we first started working on it with Ian MacDonald, we realized that the solo is 5 minutes and 20 seconds long. So yes, stamina-wise, it's very, very taxing. But for me, it's one of my favorites because that's where the introduction of the apple comes in the second act. So now you're by yourself, you're literally in complete control, and you are fully fledged evil woman, you know, so yeah.
I actually tried the coat on earlier.
It's not good.
It looked really good. It's really heavy and like warm, and it's amazing to me how you can move so freely in all these costumes.
But luckily, you know, with the coat, I think it's just for effect, so we don't get to perform with it so much, thankfully, because I'm quite clumsy, so these things can get caught, you know. So yeah, so this is a very dramatic cloak, but yeah, it's enough for just that brief moment.
Nicole Ferreira-Dill completed her graduate year with this company, and she's gone on to become a senior soloist.
Nicole, you play the beautiful Snow White. You're looking spectacular.
Thank you.
What a special moment to be able to play such an iconic character.
Yes, I think it's, I feel very honored to be playing the character, especially for the world premiere of the ballet in South Africa. So I really feel honored to have been chosen for this role.
So everyone always looks forward to the big pas de deux at the end, which is it basically means dance for two people, right? And this does not disappoint. Snow White really has set up a spectacular finale.
Yes, I think that's always in every ballet. Everyone is always waiting for the final pas de deux, and it's always got difficult pirouettes. The lifts are quite hard, especially the one lift where he throws you up and catches you on one hand. I think everyone's so nervous for that, and especially with a tutu, it makes it really hard.
So I love the ballet, and I think what's most fascinating for me, and I was always curious how you achieve that, is it looks like the dancers are they're always floating above the stage, almost like drifting, like a giraffe runs. Is there a technique behind that? Is it because you're on your toes the whole time? What is it, and can you show us how you achieve that, like ethereal quality?
So I think that's the huge thing about ballet is for women, you have to look like you're floating. That's the main thing. You can't look heavy on your feet. So I mean, if you go on to point, you have to really pull up out of your shoes and really almost feel like you're floating.
This is incredible, and she makes it look so easy. That is not easy.
In few other live art forms is physical discipline and strength so central to performance. It's fascinated Jonathan for a long time.
Okay, Ian, I've got a confession to make, okay? If I wasn't in movies and TV, I want to be a ballet dancer. Like, it's always been a thing of mine. I love it so much, man.
Wow.
So maybe you can show me a little something. I can live out that fantasy.
Fantastic, let's do it.
Okay,
so
cool.
Shannon and Ruan are the principals now, and they're going to do this step.
Okay.
They're going to go into like an arabesque position over here, and then he's just going to lift up above her head.
Okay.
And you just come back
You
down.
got confidence in me,
That's
eh?
it. No, man, look at you. You're able to do this.
Okay, so it's a straight up?
Straight up,
Straight
to
up,
come
straight
down.
down.
And then maybe we can do like a little, just kneel down on the floor and present the ballerina, bum bum, and finish. And
Okay,
that's it.
I can do that.
Easy.
Easy,
Okay, let's do it.
easy. Let's
do
go.
it.
I hope you trust me. Okay, cool. All right.
We're going to go into
What is it? Arabesque.
arabesque. That's
Arabesque.
it. So you put your hand on her hip here. That's it. She's going to go up onto her point shoes.
Okay.
And then underneath the thigh.
Yeah.
And then just bend your legs. And then you're going to lock your arm up and then put it straight above your
up.
head. And stretch your legs as you're doing it. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. Up. That's it. That's it. Push this one up. That's it. Lock it up.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. And hold your stomach. That's it. And then you slowly bring her down. Control the down because that's the hard part. That's it. That's it. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. And then you just jump to the knee.
Wait,
you
what about the
present.
feet?
That's it. Okay, jump up. That's it. Jump to the knee and present. Brilliant. Yes.
She's heavy. You're so strong, dude. You lift so easily. I was like, oh.
We'll call you now. We'll cast you in the role. Well done.
Oh, man.
That was a good one.
That was amazing.
Danced to a gripping musical score by Russian composer Shostakovich, Snow White runs for another 3 entrancing days at the Joburg Theatre.